If you've been thinking about business ownership, this might be the wake-up call you've been waiting for. We're in the middle of a perfect storm, a time where rising dissatisfaction with corporate jobs, increasing search interest in franchising, and access to funding options like SBA loans are creating the ideal conditions to start building wealth on your own terms. Let's break down the facts. Franchise buyer demand is surging. According to the latest data from Franchise Insights, Google search volumes for franchise-related keywords just hit a 7-year high. Not only are first-time buyers exploring options, but a record number of existing business owners are adding new franchise models to their portfolios. Why? Because more buyers want the following: predictable systems and support, recurring revenue, time leverage through semi-absentee models, and an exit from the W-2 world. If you're watching from the sidelines, others are already making moves. There's also a corporate exodus. Talent is fleeing. Let's talk about the other side of the coin, the massive shift out of corporate America that's underway. In 2025, return to office mandates are causing quiet layoffs and voluntary resignations. Working parents, especially moms, are leaving in droves due to inflexible schedules. Manager disengagement is rising fast, with Gallup data showing sharp drops in job satisfaction and leadership morale. And finally, a coming quitting wave is being forecasted by Glassdoor, with over 60% of workers feeling stuck in their jobs. Whether it's burnout, lack of purpose, or lifestyle misalignment, the message is clear: people want out. I'm here today with Beau Eckstein, a franchise broker and SBA loan broker as well, who's going to answer some questions. Hey, Beau, how's it going?
Thanks for sharing the information on Franchise Insight. I found that pretty fascinating.
Yes, sir. Beau, you've been working with dozens of people who are leaving high-paying W-2 jobs, like really high-paying W-2 jobs. What's really driving this corporate exodus right now in 2025 and beyond?
It is social media. It kind of opens people's minds to like, hey, if they're doing it, why can't I do it? And that knowledge is like getting people interested, seeing all these people go, although some of it's bullshit, right? But in general, that excites people that they could create legacy. I think people are at a point in their life where it's like, look, I'm making a bunch of money, but I pay a bunch of taxes. I'm not really getting ahead, and I don't really like what I'm doing. So why not try something? What's the worst that can happen? I have to go back to a job. And that's really, it's funny because that scares a lot of people. Like, I don't have a steady paycheck, but I think people are catching on like, okay, like worst case scenario, I, have to do a side hustle for a couple months to ramp up. Like that's the worst case scenario. Today, if you have um, any bit of drive, you can go and work anywhere. I'm fascinated about how many opportunities there are out there. I mean, if I needed to make money tomorrow, maybe 2 days from now, I would sign up for Uber. I would, a lot of these shipping logistic companies nowadays, you can sign up and you can do uh, medical deliveries if you get like your OSHA cert and all this easy stuff. And you can make 50, $100 an hour, not bad money at all. So I think people are catching on like, hey, there's money to be made everywhere. And if I don't, I'm better off working for myself, but I'm also better off working for myself under a system like a franchise or a business opportunity. So that's what I think really is sparking all those insights. And I think in that Fran Insights report I read, which was also fascinating, a lot of those buyers are already existing business owners buying even more businesses, and they're going into a franchise because they're like, hey, I don't need to reinvent the wheel. Let me just find a proven system and implement that system. And that's why franchising works.
Good points. So you mentioned Franchise Insights a couple times. They recently reported record search interest in buying franchises. Why do you think more business owners are entering the space now, and what types of models are they choosing?
Yeah. So I think like an existing business owner, they're going, okay, what can I vertically integrate into my business? Like say a business owner is a contractor right now. They're a GC. All of a sudden they're like, you know what? I just saw this restoration company and they just billed for 80 grand to do some some drywall and some remediation work that seems pretty easy. So why don't I own a restoration company? And I don't know what the heck I'm doing in that field, but I'll just invest into a franchise model and bolt that on. I love that concept. I often try to get every GC I'm talking to, I'm like, what can we do? For example, the plumber that came to my house yesterday, I was like, have you thought about owning a drywall repair company? Because this plumber even said to me, he says, we rip up walls all the time and we never fix them. Well, what if you own that? What if you had two techs working for you and you own a franchise? They came in, backfilled you, and for 2 hours of work, they bill $1,000 or whatever. Lots of ways to go vertically integrated. So I think that is why we're seeing a surge of existing business owners as well as new business owners getting into the space.
Great points. Let's talk about funding. Can someone still get SBA financing in this environment, and what does the process look like for someone brand new to business ownership?
Franchising makes it easier. I can do franchise, non-franchise startups. But franchising, you're going to get way more options, way more appetite in the startup space than a traditional startup. Either way, we can help you. But I think that's also nice. If I can get you into a franchise startup at 90% financing based on just projections with no collateral up to 350, why wouldn't you want to get into a business? So we're selling franchise models that the total investment range is 100 grand, 150. That's 10 or 15 grand out of pocket to get into a proven business model. So that's why there's more surge than ever.
So you oftentimes talk about building quote unquote legacy income. Can you explain what that means and how someone working a corporate job today can realistically start building that legacy income?
Sure. So in my mind, legacy income means it's going to be around for generations to come. So if you stop working as a school teacher, W-2 school teacher, you don't have legacy income. Maybe if you get a pension when you retire, maybe that you could call that legacy income. But if I was a school teacher that owned a business that did after school enrichment or something like that, and then I started hiring people, and then all of a sudden I'm not the one teaching the classes, I have 5 or 10, 15 teachers working for me, that I could be on vacation or eventually have a general manager run that business for me, or eventually my child graduates university and takes over the business. That is a business that you're building for yourself. You're building for yourself. You're not an employee, essentially. If you're not an employee, you're building legacy. So I choose to build legacy.
All right, thanks, Beau. This has been great. If you're watching this and wondering if it's your time to take the leap, Beau's message is clear. There's never been a better moment. You don't have to do it alone. Head over to bookwithbeau.com to learn how Beau helps everyday professionals become business owners with the right plan and the right funding. Until next time, keep dreaming big, taking action. Thanks, Beau.
Thank you.
Are you ready? It's time to get the tools, prompts, and guidance you need to scale your business. With my team of VAs, my calendar stays full with qualified appointments. Now I want to help you do the same. Hi, I'm Beau Eckstein, and I've put together an exclusive ebook that will help you supercharge your productivity, scale your operation, and close more deals using virtual assistants and AI. Here are the key points you'll discover: productivity boost, scalable systems, and how to close more deals. In this free ebook, you'll discover proven strategies I've used in my own business. Strategies that have helped me go from doing it all myself to building a high-performing team that runs like a machine. Get your free copy now and unlock the secrets to growing your business faster than ever before. Please visit bizscalingplaybook.com.
Hey guys, Beau Eckstein here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe to this channel. We talk all things financing. I've been in the lending industry for over 20 years, and I'm happy to answer your questions and provide great content.